Every old hall has a story, but these 5 haunted halls in the UK hold something far darker. Behind their grand architecture and silent corridors lie chilling secrets, real ghost sightings, tragic deaths, and spirits that refuse to leave. From the infamous Brown Lady of Raynham Hall to the screaming ghost of Catherine Howard at Hampton Court, these are not just legends. They're real. If you think ghost stories are just fiction, think again. What you're about to hear are true events witnessed by soldiers, staff, and skeptics alike. Turn off the lights. This journey into the paranormal is just begging. If you love true ghost stories and haunted history, make sure to subscribe for more chilling tales every week. 1. Raynham Hall, Norfolk. Raynham Hall, located in Norfolk, England, is not only known for its grand architecture but also for housing one of the most famous ghost stories in the UK, the spirit of the Brown Lady. The first widely reported sighting occurred in 1835 when 2 British officers claimed to have seen a woman in a brown silk dress descending the grand staircase. As they approached her, they noticed her glowing face and hollow eye sockets, which terrified them to the point that they fled the building immediately. The most iconic evidence came in 1936 when a photographer from Country Life magazine captured an image of what appeared to be a ghostly figure descending the staircase. A photo that remains one of the most credible paranormal photographs ever taken. Many believe the ghost is Lady Dorothy Walpole, who lived in the hall during the 1700s. It's said that her husband locked her away in the house after suspecting infidelity, and she eventually died under mysterious circumstances. Her soul, according to legend, never left. To this day, staff and visitors report eerie sounds, cold spots, and sightings of a woman in a brown dress wandering the halls. Paranormal investigators have recorded high EMF levels and temperature drops, further fueling belief that the Brown Lady still roams Raynham Hall. 2. Blickling Hall, Norfolk. Blickling Hall, located in Norfolk, is considered one of the most haunted places in England, largely due to its chilling connection with Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated second wife of King Henry VIII. According to local legend and numerous witness accounts, the ghost of Anne Boleyn returns to Blickling Hall every year on the anniversary of her execution, May 19th. At midnight, a ghostly carriage drawn by headless horses is said to arrive at the estate, driven by a headless coachman. Inside the carriage sits Anne Boleyn, dressed in white and holding her severed head in her lap. This haunting is believed to be tied to her tragic life and brutal execution in 1536 at the Tower of London. Though she was born at Blickling Hall, her return each year is thought to represent her restless spirit revisiting the place where her life began. Locals have reported seeing the spectral carriage racing down the road leading to the estate before disappearing into the night. Others claim to have seen Anne's ghost wandering the halls, especially near the library and staircases. The staff at Blickling Hall, now managed by the National Trust, have reported unexplained footsteps, flickering lights, and cold breezes in otherwise sealed rooms. Some visitors have even claimed to feel an overwhelming sense of sadness or heaviness when entering certain parts of the house. These occurrences, coupled with Anne's historical story, make Blickling Hall not just a place of heritage, but a site deeply embedded in England's supernatural folklore. 3. Chillingham Castle, Northumberland. Chillingham Castle in Northumberland is often called the most haunted castle in Britain, and for good reason. With a grim history of torture, war, and death, the castle is believed to be home to several restless spirits, the most famous of which is the Blue Boy. For centuries, guests staying in the Pink Room reported hearing agonizing screams at midnight, followed by a strange blue light appearing near the bed. Some claimed to see a ghostly figure of a young boy dressed in blue, fading into the walls. The story gained chilling credibility in the 1920s when renovation work uncovered the skeletal remains of a young boy hidden behind a wall in the same room where the sightings had occurred. Alongside the remains were scraps of blue fabric, suggesting he had been entombed alive, possibly during medieval times when the castle was used as a stronghold and prison. After the discovery and proper burial of the bones, the sightings reportedly decreased, but many still claim to feel a strange presence in the room. In addition to the Blue Boy, Chillingham Castle is haunted by other spirits, including the White Pantry Ghost, a pale woman begging for water, believed to be a poisoned servant, and the ghosts of prisoners who died in the torture chamber, where the original equipment still exists. Cold spots, ghostly whispers, sudden shadows, and unexplained banging noises are common experiences reported by visitors and ghost hunters alike. Chillingham's long and brutal history has left behind more than just scars. It has trapped stories and spirits within its stone walls. For Hampton Court Palace, London. Hampton Court Palace in London is not only a historic royal residence, but also one of the most famously haunted buildings in the UK. Among its many ghost stories, the most chilling involves the spirit of Catherine Howard, the fifth wife of King Henry VIII. After being accused of adultery in 1541, Catherine was confined to her chambers at Hampton Court. When she learned of her impending execution, she reportedly escaped her guards and ran down what is now known as the Haunted Gallery, screaming and begging for mercy from the king. She was caught, dragged back, and later beheaded at the Tower of London. Visitors and staff have claimed for centuries to hear unexplained screams and sobs echoing through the gallery. Many have seen a misty female figure darting through the hallway before vanishing. In one of the most famous incidents, in the early 2000s, security footage captured the unexplained slamming of doors in the palace's gallery area. While no one was visible in the footage at the time, the incident was never fully explained and is widely believed to be paranormal. Tour guides and National Trust employees often speak of cold gusts, shadowy figures, and a chilling emotional weight that falls over the haunted gallery. Some visitors even report feeling faint or overwhelmed with sadness when walking the same path Catherine once ran. Her tragic final moments seem to have imprinted themselves on the walls of the palace, leaving behind a restless spirit forever seeking forgiveness that never came. Hampton Court is not just a monument of history. It's a place where the past is said to literally come alive. 5 Wentworth Wood House, South Yorkshire. Wentworth Wood House, located in South Yorkshire, is one of the largest private homes in the UK and holds a long, complicated history, much of it cloaked in mystery and eerie tales. While it's not as widely publicized as other haunted locations, locals and former workers have long reported unexplained phenomena within its vast, empty halls. One of the most persistent legends involves the sighting of a shadowy figure dressed like a monk, often seen silently walking the older, east side of the house during the night. Visitors and staff have reported hearing soft footsteps echoing through the corridors when no one else is present, along with whispers that seem to come from nowhere. Some claim to have seen doors open and close on their own, or felt a sudden drop in temperature while walking through certain rooms. These ghostly encounters are often attributed to the estate's forgotten past, including centuries of hidden rooms, secret tunnels, and wartime use. During World War II, parts of the mansion were used by military personnel, and some believe the restless spirits belonged to those who lived and possibly died there during that era. Paranormal investigators have visited Wentworth Wood House and recorded high electromagnetic field readings and strange audio anomalies that suggest some kind of residual energy remains. Unlike other tourist-attracting haunted sites, Wentworth's hauntings have remained more local and quiet, passed down through word of mouth by those who've lived near or worked inside the massive estate. The stories might not be as famous, but their consistency and authenticity give Wentworth Wood House a haunting reputation that continues to grow with every unexplained sound in its empty, echoing halls.